sidewalk, please.
Steve, getting on the back of the truck.
You ready to go?
Omar! Camera! David! Action. Cut! Action, David.
Johnny's in America, no tricks at the wheel. No one needs anyone, they don't even just pretend. Johnny's in America. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans.
Night night, guys.
Chat about film scoops.
Action, David.
Johnny's in America, no tricks at the wheel. No one needs anyone, they don't even just pretend. Johnny's in America. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid of Americans.
Night night, guys.
Chat about film scoops.
Okay. The two of you have worked together in the past, collaborated in the past on tour. What's different about this one, and how did this project evolve? How did it come about?
Major difference is that we weren't actually in the same country working on this project. It was done at a distance. I asked Trent if he would like to do a mix on the next album of, any nature, and he said, well, if you ever think about putting out the Americans track, I wouldn't mind having a go at that. That'd be nice to do. So it came up, and it came through with these wonderful, wonderful tracks.
What was it about that track, Trent, that drew you to it?
I really liked the record he put out, and I was kind of immersed in my own writing of my own album, and it was a good distraction to try something else, and farmed it out to people around me, and try to make it something exciting and cool, and I'm proud of it. I think it's one of the best things I've done.
It's got a fabulous sound to it. I think there's a mutual admiration society going on here. Just tell me a little bit about that. What is it that makes you want to work with this guy, and what did you hear in his music that made you bring him along, so to speak?
There's
Can I start?
Yeah.
All right. I'll say it from when I was first approached to tour with him. He was like just an inspiration, like one of my heroes that I thought was it was a thing that I thought was important to do, and maybe enlighten people to see that where inspiration comes from, and where motivation comes from, and where I think when I go back to writing songs, the motivation that made me want to play music in the first place. He was one of the main influences, and to be able to work with him, you know, it was a great situation. And not in a stupid kind of trying to think of the right way to say this. Not in a kiss ass kind of way, you know, but it's in a reality. Like I think thinking about what inspires me musically, it was nice to be able to work with somebody that really delivered the goods. You know, it was great, you know, and
Does that bring it
That
full
sounds
circle
stupid.
for you when you hear something like that? I mean, I know you knew Trent's work, you knew Nine Inch Nails. May have come as a surprise to you that you had a fan in David as well. When you hear something like that, and you were the one to say, "Look, reach out," does it bring it full circle?
Well,
for you?
yeah, the interesting thing, I mean, the thing probably that I think I picked up on Trent's work in a different way from a lot of other people is that I firstly thought that his song structures were interesting. I thought that musically he came from a very interesting place. He wasn't constructing formulaic kind of melody forms, and he was really, it's fairly radical the way he structures his songs. Secondarily, a lot of bands in America specifically have been working with the change in the sonic landscape on their records. But Trent was also applying an intelligent chaos to his music, which is, it's thin on the ground. There are not people who are doing it with a sense of intelligence. A lot of it is just throw enough shit at the speakers and it'll kind of sound chaotic. But it was very apparent that the way Trent works with it, he's working with it as material, almost like an artist uses sound. And I thought that was really one of the most exciting things I heard coming out of America, for sure.
It's an amazing compliment coming from someone like you, and you must know that because you've been so keyed into your sound. It's developed so fully over the years, and you're constantly moving ahead, working with Eno and all the other wonderful, you know.
Sounds have always been, it's been very much part of what I've done, and so I mean anybody who's doing something really creative in that area is obviously going to attract my attention immediately.
You guys having fun together working on this video shoot?
It's
And-
either rub him out or work with him, you know?
Well, with the bullet holes, you could easily throw them in front of that car.
I'm old enough now that it's much more fun to work with somebody than to try and rub him out. I wouldn't fancy trying to rub him out anyway. My rubbing out days are over.
Last question, how is it working together on this video, together collectively? I mean, it must be a lot of fun, both of you in your own way. And how is it for you working with two directors? I mean, it's hard for you to give it up, I know that, but you got two people telling you now.
I hit the two director thing. The two director thing seems to be like something that's happening in Britain at the moment. There's a lot of people working in twos. There's visual artists like Jake and Dinos Chapman, and there's fashion artists, the Davies and Davies, and these two geezers. I mean, it seems to be everyone's doing it in twos in Britain. You know, it's like, must be new labour or something. I don't know. It's,
You having fun?
I'm having a ball on this video. I think it's again, it's very clear, well-defined, non-Hollywoody kind of production. It's a very gritty feeling to it. I think it's going to be a great bit of work.
You having fun, Trent?
yeah, it's a welcome distraction from working on a new record, you know, so it's been great.
Thank you both very much.
Pleasure.
Filmmaking is a collaboration. There's a lot of people on the crew that we have to work with, so working as a team is no different to working with a cameraman, art department and an artist like David Bowie, or a band or an actor. It's all about collaboration, and we collaborate on directing. We do split everything 50-50. We both do camera, artist, art department, everything.
Yeah, it's good. If you've got two people, if you're on your own, you might maybe thinking, is that a good idea or is it not? You may be a bit more conservative and kind of go with the safe option. If there's two of you, then it's kind of, you try things out a bit more easily, I think.
We take the risks.
Take the risks.
Like blowing up cars.
Yeah.
And, no, not really. No, that wasn't a risk at all. That was very safe. I don't know really. It just sort of works. We don't. If you think about it too hard, then you go mad because you know, if it works, then don't break it.
On the sidewalk, please. Steve.
Get on the back of the truck.
You ready to go? Omar! Camera! Speed, David! Action. Scott! Cut!
You want to see a jackal? David. All right, thank you, gentlemen.
And action, David. Rolling. Rolling. Action, David.
God is in it.
Hey.